Hey everyone, this is PrinceBrightstar, and welcome back to Phantasy Star Online Blue Burst. Getting a quicker start here today, given, it takes us a while to just simply load in. But basically, I want to get right on to the government quests here today. We are starting up 7-3 Silent Beach. Let's go ahead and get this going. We have decided to send you to investigate Galdival Island in the waters south of the Central Dome. It's the same thing I think they've been saying the whole time, actually. Thank you for coming, Ranger Bright. I'd like you to please continue to search for Heathcliff Flowen. Your operator has the information regarding the relevant search area. Please get the details from her. Thank you. Nice to see you, Bright. At present, security mode on the island is still in effect. According to Cal, you should be able to get to the area where the remaining security locks are from the area you were in last time. Also, the whereabouts of Mr. Flowen are still undetermined at this time. So he says. That's the final result of the current data analysis. When you're ready, go down the slope, turn right, and go through the yellow gate. Then you'll see a teleporter. Good luck. Alrighty, let's make our way down to Galdival Island. And indeed, we are starting off in the mountain area this time. Also, I am not holding a weapon, hang on. Justy, that's what I need! Yeah, this is definitely a better vantage point to take this group out from. Alright, I see you over there, Mr. Hidden. Well, I guess really out of render range. That was kind of a weird quirk of this game. You could see enemy buffs like Shift and D-Band even if you couldn't see the enemy. I just love taking these guys out at long range like this. Hey Radix, things are going well. Can't complain here. glad to hear that. Yeah, so basically what we have to do in this mission is first we gotta climb up the mountain that we came down last time. And that is going to lead us to the third and final area, which is going to be by the seaside. And then once we hit the security switch there, we should be able to get into the central control area. So that's basically the goal of today. Yeah, if I took a recent count of the number of missions I've got left, and if we just focus on the main story only, along with the two kind of side special story missions, I guess 3, because one was never translated to the English side, but at least as far as I'm aware. But as long as we get through those plus the remaining government missions, I think this series may only have like 10 left, or rather 10 streams left. Of course, that's not going to be the end of it. Eventually, we'll then look to Efinia for newer stuff, given that, you know, that's where the active server development actually is as of right now. Oh my goodness, this whole area is littered with traps. And that's where we'll go a little bit more heavily into things like Endless Nightmare, War of Limits, and missions like that, where they're not necessarily story related, but they are still considered core missions of gameplay. But that'll be further down the road. We won't immediately go into that. And hey there, Wolfric. I wasn't sure if you were going to tune in or not, given what you said earlier. Gotcha, okay. Honestly, the messages are kind of coming in here in bursts for some reason. Gotcha. Hope you feel better soon there, Wolf. This should be the top of the mountain. In fact, we have a bath over here. Okay, transmission from Galdeval. Serial code confirmed. Access Ranger Bright. Bright? Okay, Ellie. Alright, so... Oh, there's one thing that bothers me. In the message, it mentions that it appeared in the ancient spaceship. I wonder if this is referring to the decellular sub-life forms. Or maybe... Okay, so... Yeah, I forgot about that message. I thought that was just going to be another one of those ones where it was like, here's the messages you found so far from Heathcliff. But no, that was a little bit different. But anyway, yeah. That is a little bit of a revelation if you hadn't made the connection there. Anyway, we have a warp into a trapped area once again. In fact, there are traps all over here. Unlike last time, we really don't have a good hiding spot here. But we do have a photon blast ready to go. So that'll help. Oh, I got hit by everything at the same time. That is a thing that can happen when you use a photon blast, unfortunately. Good thing I had that extra escape doll on me. Okay, the path appears to be open. Alright, before we head into the seaside area, I do want to grab another scape doll, just as another precaution in case something happens. Not like I'm hurting for them either here, as you can see. Also, let me get rid of some of the stuff that we picked up here. Okay, just to remind myself, how close are we to that armor? We're able to use that next level. Okay. Alright, we take the teleporter back to the mountain area, which is then going to lead us to the seaside area here. Yeah, it definitely had a style all on its own. Especially given the limitations of the time of the Dreamcast. Alright, so access. Security mode is active in the seaside area. Search log. Search parameters setup complete. Establishing main terminal link. Accessing AI Olga database. Initiating search. 1 items found. Data log download complete. Disconnecting main terminal link. Alright, and welcome to the seaside area. Yeah, I hope you brought a ranged weapon. Because it makes things go a whole lot smoother here. Well, these two are kind of they're cramping the entrance here. Let's just rush past them. Hey there. Not quite sure how to pronounce your name there, if I'm being honest. DGPR. One of the funnier things about this about PSO was the size of shadows really don't change, despite how high up a target might be. We just saw that a moment ago with these geese here. I mean, I guess maybe one of the things that kind of makes this game what it is the fact that it's effectively a locked 30 frames per second. And yeah, I can see that as well here. There are like more rocks and such around that kind of get in your way than what there is in New Genesis. Some of this stuff I don't think is even like if we look at the water here, this doesn't look like, you know, the water we have today. This looks more like a looping texture than it does like actual physical waves. And then, of course, there's the soundtrack, which at this point, this is basically a timeless soundtrack. And the other thing I'll mention is that the game client didn't originally look like this. The game client was originally just 3x4, and it was only because of a hacked executable that widescreen even became a thing for Blueburst. But I mean, it still looks great even with that addition happening here. Yeah, definitely. It kind of has me wonder, you know, if we ever were to get a remake of Blue Burst, like, would it be possible for them to figure out how to actually keep how the game feels? I know that's a weird thing to say, given that a lot of people have been asking for a remake, but at the same time, it's just something about this client that just, I don't know. If everything is just, like, fixed up with higher resolution polygons and things like that, or rather with more polygons, I don't know if we'd actually lose what makes this game special or not. I mean, obviously, we gotta, if they're gonna do that, especially if they're going to try to expand the story, then, you know, they need to do the tech upgrades to allow them to do more with the game. But at the same time, I'd be fine with the game looking like this. Maybe, you know, maybe 60 frames per second would be fine, but leaving a good bit of it the same would... I would not have a problem with that. Yeah, I think that's the way we need to think about it. Yeah, Radix. Defense material, I'll take that. Alright, transmission from Galdeval, serial code confirmed. Access Ranger Bright. Yes, this is the lab. Okay, this is what I was expecting to show up before. Analysis data, seaside area. I will explain the creature data that has been uncovered so far. According to data from the facility, test code level alpha, subject native creature. That's what they called it. Mutated giant bee found in seaside area. We call it Gigui here at the lab. Gigui controls numerous small bees. They are called Gi. The relationship works just like the queen bee and soldier bees. Also, Gigui carries a powerful energy charge on its stinger. Gigui have also been observed creating net-like barriers. Don't treat them as insignificant creatures, they're dangerous. Alright, and message log 3. D-type factor, that's what Osto said when he saw this wound. I'm trying to remember if we saw this one before or not. He could barely contain his glee at finding this unknown life form. Then he said to me, "Would you consider donating your body to the government? For the good of our people." And I thought, if my body could serve to build a better future for our people. So I agreed to accept the request under certain conditions. Osto was overjoyed, and he said to me, "Your body will be the subject of an official government experiment." What he meant was, I would have no say in what happened to my body. For all intents and purposes, my life was over. The government will send a message to your friends and family back home to announce your death. That's what he said. Even after accepting the fate of donating my body, I thought about it. The young girl who followed me to explore this unknown world, she always looked up to me as a hero, even though I was just an old man. What will she think about my death when she finds out? Everyone will eventually forget about me. My death was announced to the world, and I was transferred here. Maybe that was the beginning of the end. This disaster. This decision I made to donate my body could trigger the chain reaction that will uncover the truth of the planet Regol. we have not seen the giant Gigui yet, but we will find it in due time. Oh yeah, definitely. Damage cancel was such a problem in challenge mode. If you don't know what we're talking about, damage cancel was basically a problem in the game whereby if two players hit the same enemy at the same time, only one player's damage would be registered to the enemy. Technically, it's still a problem in this server, which is another reason why I want to move over eventually to Affinia. Actually, really technically, this server can't even handle challenge mode. It's not built into it. If I try to pull it up, it just says a message saying it's unavailable. Even if I wanted to, I can't. And challenge mode unlocks a pretty interesting way for you to create a custom weapon, basically. You're able to name it as well as put whatever special attack you want on it. The only problem is you have to complete challenge mode in order to do it. And there's a certain time that you have to hit across all the stages. Even way back in the day, this Phantasy Star was into the whole time attack thing. NDW, sorry? By the way, there's the Gigui. Alright, I need to be deliberate with my shots here, because if I see that web pop up... Yeah, I have to stop my attack now. Otherwise, it's gonna counter. Oh, it went into the sky. This may not hit. Oh, looks like it did. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I don't think I ever ran into them before. Yeah, and this area is prone to creating almost an endless stream of geese. If you're trying to hunt for something, that's actually not a bad thing. I was playing Blueburst since day one. So, at least when it came to the official servers. I don't know if that's what you're referring to. Technically, that was during the beta period of the Western Blueburst servers. It wasn't until episode 2 released that I think they took it out of beta. Okay, we got a double pack of Gigui now. Gotcha, okay. Yeah, I didn't know about Affinia for a while. I don't think. Obviously, Shidak was a thing for even when the official servers were still around, so it was like, I was never, like, in a rush to, like, look around for other ones. Although, after what happened with the Kronos incident, I was like, okay. Ah, yeah, the Yahoo Cup, come to think of it, I think around that time, hype may have been building for Universe. Alright, that's the last security lock. Okay. Seaside area security mode canceled. And we'll search the logs. One item found. Yeah, not release. I'm talking about I'm talking about when they were starting to like do interviews and the first videos were like coming out of IGN and such. Alright. Glad to see you safe and sound. We've compiled quite a lot of information from this investigation, but the whereabouts of Heathcliff Flowen are as of yet unknown. But, because you're able to deactivate the island's security mode, investigating the island's facility is now possible. Ranger Bright, please get ready for your next mission. That is all. We here at the lab are really quite satisfied with the data readings that you brought back. Maybe the Chief has overlooked something. I think that it was very good for her to have gotten your help. Good work, Bright. With this mission, all security locks are now disabled. Galdeval's security is now offline and the real investigation can proceed as we examine the facility. Please continue your superb work with this investigation. Alright, let's go ahead and jump right into the next one here. By the way, with the quicker start that we got today, I'll be curious to hear if people like to see more quicker starts like that, or if they want me to go back to how I was doing it before. Where I was just standing next to the government mission counter rather than out in the lobby. I've got a Storm Arms right now. This will give me a 20% Altered Beast, and I'll do Drain for HP. I'm gonna hang on to that. Nothing new from you. And you're about the same. Yep, I'm just trying something different today, that's all. Let's see. At some point I'm gonna have to pull this Soul Eater out. Alright, on to 7-4, Central Control. Investigate the now accessible Central Control area. The island security mode has been disabled. Please investigate the Central Control area. Thank you for coming, Ranger Bright. With the security mode now off, we can enter the Central Control area. Your task shall be to find any information in the Central Control area of Galdeval Island. Retrieve any data there as you investigate. Your operator has all the necessary details. Thank you. Welcome back. Ellie can explain the details of your current mission to you. Alright. Here's the situation. With all the security locks disabled, you can now get into the facility from the main gate in the Central Control area. Information about the interior of the facility comes from unmanned probes that we sent, but it looks like the facility houses the island's main control. Your current mission is to get inside the facility and investigate. This will most likely be very dangerous, so please be careful, Bright. Alrighty. I think I'm getting pretty close there, so just so I don't have to come back up when the time comes, I want to grab the armor now. Here it is. All right. And down goes the gate. not too bad so far. Yeah, that's another thing about this game that I love compared to, you know, a lot of the other action games you see out there, particularly with shooters. There's a common thing in shooters these days whereby if you're not looking at a target, they're usually coded to completely miss you. But with PSO, no. If you're not paying attention, you're going to get hit. Yeah, pretty much. That's right. These are the enemies that, if they hit you, they cause you to unequip your weapon. Oh, these guys were annoying, that's for certain. Still, I never quite got the whole point of the blue rubber in their arms there. Kind of a weird color if they're trying to camouflage them or something. Alright, we're getting crowded in here. Starting to whittle them down. And that was just the first pack. Well, I'm glad I grabbed that scape doll. The way this is going, I may have to do a restock trip. Hoping that was the worst room. Ah, right. Now we get to these floating rafts. Sort of a show us what you learned, gamer moment. Oh, there was another bear hidden in the fog. That's a problem. Yeah, I think I remember that. Oh, I'm gonna get hit when I get out of this. Oh, maybe not. Oops, did not mean to hit that one. I need to restock. Especially with 2 of those things around there now, I definitely gotta refresh my freeze traps. Yeah, I think we're gonna be making multiple trips up here. another escape doll here. Actually, let's make it 2 just in case. Mono grinder away, resist evil away, and the die grinder away. And let's scarf down that evade material. Also, Mag, where are you? Okay, I gotta fix your synchro. I think it was out. Antidote it needed. Yeah, and then I can fix the IQ later. Yeah, that's kind of this game in a nutshell, isn't it, Radix? Let's see. I hope I have something equipped when I go back down. Nope. There they are. I was wondering what was going on. I tried to plant it in the middle of them so I could get both of them, but apparently I didn't. At this rate, I'm gonna run out of soul atomizers. Well, as bad as this may be, it is nothing compared to that timer back in 6-4. Because that, I would get kicked out of the mission. This, I just have to do multiple trips up to Pioneer 2 if I need them. Hey, level 63. All right, let's get that new armor on. Not that much of a boost, but it's gonna be a boost regardless. So my HP is over 400 finally. You know what? I think I'm going to take the opportunity. That last group was just bad. And there's so little room to move around there, too. Ooh. Do I need to go piping for soul atomizers? You know, I don't think that's necessary, because the other two shouldn't be able to, like, lock me up like the other, like those did. Okay. The ice there, that's easy to break out if you just rock left and right really quickly. Come the geese, and our big friend in the back there, who apparently was not affected by the fog. Yeah, 6-4 I think was the worst of them. Ah, I wasn't watching my HP. Yeah, and the government quests are kind of necessary if you want to get at least some interesting items, well, kind of pretty rare items, really, early on. I think I think one of them is like a suppressed gun, if I remember correctly. This being on ultimate mode. And then I also remember there being, like, back on the official servers, I think there was a requirement that you needed to clear the government quests in order to even load into the either it was into the next difficulty or into the next episode. Now that was eventually removed on the official servers as well, if I remember correctly. But this is, so we're talking like way early in the game's life. I think he crit me there. But yeah, that what I was doing there, that was a little trick that you can also use. If you've got enemies that are kind of out of combat and they're kind of loading in two different packs at the same time, if you're able to leave an enemy up from the second pack, and that way you'd only have to deal with one pack at a time. Okay, so at this point, yeah, I'm probably going to need to restock one more time as we go here. But let me fire off my Photon Blast first here. Obviously, I want to wait for the Gigua to show up first. That's right, they could confuse as well. Oh, they got me with all the debuffs there, didn't they? That gets rid of it. Yeah, totally. I agree with you there. Up. I got one of them. Yeah, I saw that coming and I couldn't stop it. Alright. Well, we need to head back up anyway. Still no soul atomizer, so I think we are actually gonna have to spend a minute here. See if we can luck into getting them to actually spawn in the shop. I'll give it maybe 2 more tries. Should be checking the armor shop while I do this as well. We got a mono grinder, not quite what I'm looking for, but... And there was one other thing I had here, I think. Where is it? Yeah, I can't use this for 3 more levels. And even then, it's not even that good if we look at the stats here. Alright, I'll give it one more pipe up and then we'll move on. And we'll see how this goes, I guess. That should be the last platform, at least. Alright, yeah, I'm not getting any soul atomizer luck, so... did all that work earlier, and what do you know? Seems like they've, oh, nope. Oh my goodness, did he just throw his bomb into the water? I don't think I've ever seen that before. Okay. Ah, here we go. Where are the Sinos? At least that went fairly smoothly. Alright, looks like that's the end of the mission here. Unless we're being sent to an alternate area. No, this is back up to the lab. Let me hit the shop real quick. I'm not sure if they sell anything beyond Valiant in the shop for armor. Welcome back, Ranger Bright. Can you directly access the interior facility? Well, it's okay. You've done so much work for us at the lab already. If we still just don't know if Heathcliff Flowen is alive or not. The lab is going back over the data you've brought back to us. Once we have some results from those analyses, we'll be certain to call on you again. Good luck for your next mission, too. It's too bad you weren't able to access the central control area. But the data that you brought to us is still quite valuable. We're going back over it again now. When we're done, we'll have new investigation orders for you. Too bad that you couldn't find a direct route to the central control area, but at least you're back safe and sound. Still, what's up with that huge group of enemies? with that many of them around down there, I have to wonder if the people from the facility are all right. Well, let's not worry about that, and focus on what's to come instead. Investigation of the area itself, at least, is complete. The lab is currently analyzing the batch of data that you brought in, Bright. We'll probably have a new request for you when we get the results. But for now, why don't you go and rest up? Thank you again, Bright. Alrighty. Alright, let's do one more. And with this, we are going to finish up the 7 series of the government quests. I'm gonna check the counter one more time. Still no soul atomizer luck. If I don't get any luck during this, I may have to do some piping off stream. Alright, investigate the central control area again. 7-5 Isle of Mutants. Abnormal photon readings have been detected from Galdival Island. Investigate the central control area once more. So, this is our full run of the central control area of Galdival Island, rather. Thank you for coming again, Ranger Bright. Not long ago, we detected abnormal photon readings from Galdival Island. For now, I'd like you to put the search for Heathcliff Flowen on hold and go investigate this abnormal photon response. Your operator has all the necessary details. That is all. Welcome back. Ellie can explain the details of your current mission to you. Alright. Hello, Bright. We recently detected some abnormal photon readings from Galdival Island. Ah, so you know already. It's the same photonic signature we found in the ruins earlier. This area is overrun with numerous decellular sub-life forms. That's what the data indicates anyway. Also, regarding the island security mode, it's back online, and the main gate is closed. Cal's hypothesis is, after we detected the photon signature, the island security mode was reactivated. As a result, it will now be necessary to once again deactivate the security locks in each area to be able to reach the central control area. That's what he says, anyway. Please try to find out what parts of Galdival Island are occupied by the decellular sub-life forms. The rest of our analysis is still underway. Once we have the detailed results, I'll be sure to let you know. Alright, chat, where are we going first? Mountain, seaside, or... Actually, wait a minute, let me see if that's even a thing here. Yeah, so, jungle, mountain, seaside, where are we going first? Alright, one vote for jungle, I'll give it one more minute. About 15 more seconds. Alright, so it looks like it's gonna be jungle. So, let's head on into the jungle. I thought I remembered there being boxes back here. Hey there, No 4 Plan. Thanks for tuning in. We are currently going through the jungle area of Galdeval Island. We got a switch in here. My first Phantasy Star was Phantasy Star 2 on the Genesis. Now, I eventually did go back and play the original Phantasy Star. The Phantasy Star 2 was the first time I ever encountered it. It was in the late 80s. I think at the time I was like 5 or 6 years old. Uh-oh, what do we have here? A special weapon. It's a Barista. Phantasy Star 2 was definitely an interesting game. In fact, I just recently completed a playthrough of it here on the channel. But of course, at some point, I'm hoping to get to the Phantasy Star 2 text adventure games. Those are... they're relatively short, each of them, but there's 8 of them in total, so it'll still take a bit to get through them. I'm thinking somewhere between maybe 2 to 4 streams. Wolfric, we are now into the 7-5 mission. And this will be the last one for tonight. No problem. I know you were dealing with some pain there, so I get it. Alright, we should be good to move on to the next room. Into the jungle area east. Way is blocked. An evade material, I'll take that. missed something somewhere. Oh, over there. I think I found a spot where I can't hit anything. Actually... Oh! Okay, so I can target things here. That is weird that I can't target anything out there. Photon Blast is ready. Yeah, totally. Okay. I'm trying to remember if it's worth it for me to open up the door back there. I think it is. Hey there, Arnold. Doing well. Yourself? Ooh, just managed to get out of that. Resist Saint. Okay, I'll take that. Right now, for PSO2, I'm waiting for the next story segment. As far as we're aware, it's going to happen sometime in or after March, unfortunately. I mean, I'll be honest, with the way things are right now, I haven't even touched PSO, like, seriously since, like, before July. I've been sort of focused on Final Fantasy XIV as of late. Especially with the new challenge series and everything. Nice to hear about Phantasy Star Zero. That was a fun one to go through. Although I will say, back on the DS, that game unfortunately had a habit of cramping my hands, so I couldn't really play it for too long at a time. Yeah, I think I'm done here, actually, with the mini-boss down. Yeah. Alright, that is the first gate. Security code down. Let us move on to the mountain area. And boy, doesn't this pattern look familiar from earlier today. I was using the DS Lite. The way we eventually did it here on the channel was I used a specialized version of Desmume, which allowed the game to render at a much higher resolution than you typically could get out of a DS. That's another one I technically need to get back to at some point, just because we still need to go through the Eternal Tower at some point. why is my feet going through the ground? That was one of the quirks of this game as well. Actually, that might still be kind of a quirk in games these days. Alright, Radix, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you later. Yeah, that's a thing that can happen in this game. You're able to blow away certain elements in the area. So my plan is once we run into Gibbles, we're gonna go ahead and set a telepipe and then pop the photon blast, and then we'll head up to do a restock. Might need to continue up the mountain. I see here are some boxes, so Maybe we actually need to head back down the mountain then. Oh, that one got me. By the way, did you know if you cut one of those corners really hard, it'll actually cause the camera to kind of recenter itself? Arnold, this is Government Mission 7-5. So this is the last of the 7 series. This is effectively just a regular full run of Galdivar Island. Frankly, aside from the boss of the area, this mission is actually easier than the last one, because at least then we don't have to deal with those crazy narrow rafts. Those I think, yeah, they were never used as part of the main campaign in the game. They were only used in additional quests after the fact. At least in the original episode 1 and 2 release, obviously they were used in the Blueverse government missions. Yeah, I know that feeling. Many a late night were spent running, particularly in the desert area of episode 4, and then what do you know? You get the rare boss, and then that forces you to do yet another run because you could force the second rare boss to spawn via starting a quest. And you would just do the run, no matter how tired you were. Because you knew those bosses were rare to come across. There was a chance of finding one, maybe in an hour or two. Something weird is happening on YouTube. It's telling me everybody's dropped off the stream. Well, it is late at night. Maybe they're doing maintenance on their systems or something. Alright, so I'm gonna set a telepipe once we go through here, and then I'll fire off the photon blast, and then we're gonna head up. Alright, that's a hit. Oh, I got into the trap here. Alright, up we go to restock. Thanks. This is the character I've been playing for a really long time. This is the Rawcast is my favorite character. Alright, that's still not going to do anything for me, but I'll throw it in the bank. Toss that. Toss that, since we don't need that. Toss that, toss that. Bye-bye Razan, bye-bye Trap Vision, Antidote. My mag is probably hating me right now, actually. Let me see what I should be feeding it again here. Moon Atomizer? Okay, yeah. Moon Atomizer fixes that. So, okay. Oh, they're selling Star Atomizer at least right now. Okay, you do sell Imperial Armor. That appears to be the highest that you will go on armor. But it's only one slot. And as for you, you got... Huh. Sell me a rifle with a higher level dim and maybe we'll talk. No, I don't. That was never a thing, because, I didn't go to the chains for pizza. We had a nice little shop, that, frankly, the pizza was way better than anything that you could get out of Domino's or Pizza Hut. But since they were basically family-owned and just a small operation, they didn't partner with anybody like that. Alright, Gibbles is down. And that is the second lock. Somehow I managed to push in front of me, and yet it's still open from behind. Oh, hitboxes. Alright. Lastly, the seaside. I will say I do remember getting demos with magazines like I think PlayStation US or US PlayStation Magazine was one of the ones that included demos in their magazine bags. And then, of course, there were also demos that came with games that you bought as well. Like, there was one that came with... What was it? I think it was Tobal #1. Came with a demo of Final Fantasy VII. And then that demo also had a demo... another demo that was a demo of Final Fantasy VII. Also had a demo of Xenogears on it. And then, of course, like the Saturn came with a demo disc as well. That's where I encountered Clockwork Knight for the first time. Getting busy over here. Ah, there's some over here as well. Yeah, this was one of the patterns that came up from time to time. You kind of had to go both forward and backwards. Oh, all those traps in the water. I'm just gonna wait right here for these geese. got one or two out there that are, like, really far out. Oh, even more coming down. There we go, got that one. Anything good here? Not really. Okay. Yeah, I played Final Fantasy XI back in the day, right when it first came out in the West, and yeah, I like tried leveling a monk to level 10, but I still had never even gotten out of the first area when I basically kind of just gave up on it because I was like, is that all there is in this game? Just leveling up? Silly me, that was also basically my first MMO I had ever played. At the time, I didn't really understand the concept of being forced to group up. I was solo through a good portion of my early time with PSO. Specifically because I didn't have an internet connection I could even get online with. I eventually found a free ISP that I could dial into for like an hour at a time. I think they were called Blue Light. And to be clear, I did have internet. It's just what I had was AOL, and AOL had a special login screen that you were required to go through. You couldn't just dial in without their login thing. You're just gonna hit me with the debuffs right off the bat, huh? Hey, you didn't have your web up. Oh, that time you did. Unfortunately, this one is still caked in rocks, so we're gonna have to take care of the rest of the enemies around here. Like I said, a near-endless stream of them. Yeah, I think the next MMO I ever tried after that was Ragnarok Online, which I had a little bit more success with going solo, but it just took forever to even get leveled up in that. And this was IRO, not KRO. There we go. Finally, everything opened up. Oh, there's a soul atomizer. Final Fantasy 12 was an interesting one because it was MMO-like, except without it being an actual MMO. material. I'll take that. I hear you. I'm about as old school as you can get with games in general. Hello, Power Material. I started my gaming days back on the Atari 2600. Before that, you got to talk about things like what was it even called now? Now that I'm trying to think of it again. There was something like Magnavox put out or something. It was like, it wasn't really even a game system. It was like you put like a plastic sheet over your TV and play games that way. It wasn't the Intellivision, and it wasn't the C64. That name is gonna drive me crazy. But yeah, I'm a real old school gamer. I was playing games even before NES Hard existed. Grab the mono grinder for the dye fluid. I need to spend this this photon blast at some point here. I think I played EverQuest briefly at one point. Maybe for around a couple of hours, but I just didn't get the concept at the time. Eventually, I tried EverQuest 2. I took the free trial on that all the way that I could. And then, eventually I picked up World of Warcraft. Played that for a little bit, but never really got beyond, like, level 30. I mean, beyond that, that's when we start talking about, like, Phantasy Star Universe. So, really, Final Fantasy XIV is the first... Well, no, I did go back to World of Warcraft in the time between about a year before the Western servers closed for the PC PS2 version. You know what? This wouldn't be a bad time for me to use it, because we're already at the bridge as well. But then, yeah, after World of Warcraft, and I stopped that. Oh, hello, Paralyzed. Didn't even mean to activate you. I have not played Guild Wars, but I have played a little bit of Guild Wars 2. But I really couldn't figure out what I needed to be doing in that. All I remember at some point was they did a... I hopped in after I had heard that they apparently had like this mode where it was like everything was like a retro game, and then when I went in, it wasn't there anymore. It turned out that was an April Fool's joke that had been played, and that, I guess that content only comes back around that time. Alright, we have made it to the bridge. Whoops, got turned around. All right, so 1 tower, 2 towers. We'll be looking at those at a later time. For now, we have a boss teleporter, which means I need to head back up and restock. Alright, I think we are ready. This is the time where I'm gonna find out if I'm gonna need to start doing my my little trick. But for now, let's set a telepipe just in case. And in we go. Hello, Gal Griffin. This is where you first showed up. Yeah, did you know you can actually go under him there and not get hit? I need you to land. Thank you very much. I don't have my Justy on. Okay, a little too close to him. It is possible to outrange that. Alright, time for you to start your charge. This works. Oh, maybe it does. Well, aside from that. Alright, down goes Gal Griffin. And we're level 64. Alright, I see the boss drop was just Mistetta. No special weapons from the boxes either. Okay. Transmission from Galdeval. Serial code confirmed. Access Ranger Bright. Bright? This is the lab. Ellie here. I can't believe that you killed that huge monster. Good job, I'm impressed. I was so nervous watching you over the screen. Phew. Anyway, the lab will proceed with a data analysis on the creature. Please return through the teleporter. So, there are giant mutated creatures down there. I'm going to have to ask you to continue investigating. New coordinates were triangulated from the teleporter you used. There's the coordinates for the teleporter down by the cliffside, the coordinates of the strange photon readings that we detected, and the coordinates from the message transmission. All three of these converge to roughly the same place. The coordinates point to a place beneath the island on the seabed. It looks like there has to be some kind of facility down there. Let me give you something, Ranger Bright. Investigating this seabed facility will doubtlessly be very dangerous. Hopefully this will provide useful and help you. Will prove useful and help you. Alright, that's the same thing. We think what you encountered at the cliff, the giant creature, is a mutation or an altered beast. This conclusion is based on local data from Cal, and data on the mutant life forms in Ragol's underground. For now, we're calling it a mutant life form. The outbreak of mutations under Ragol was traced to injections of body fluids from the giant crustacean life forms found there. On the surface of Galdeval Island, the mutations also follow the same pattern, but this giant creature seems like it's slightly different, though. Not only has its mutation occurred independently of other life forms, but the scale of the original mutation is equivalent to that found in the giant crustacean life form. I wonder what this means. I wonder what the Chief thinks. Have you heard about the facility on the seabed? I never imagined that such a large research facility could exist in a place like that. I'm currently conducting an investigation from my terminal here. Once the terminal's data has all been analyzed, we'd like you to go to the target area, Bright. Also, the Chief has granted you some equipment to bring to the seabed with you. Please go and get it from her. Don't you mean you have it right here? I got a Gungnir plus 10. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is weaker than the Soul Eater I have. Alrighty. Alright, so we have completed all of Part 7 of the government quest line. Next time, we move on to Part 8 with the seabed. And with all that said, thank you for joining me today. This is PrinceBrightstar signing off. I'll catch you next time.